Hi Virgo, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a timeless reading for you. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. It looks like you are adjusting to a big change, Virgo. Or preparing for it. Alright. Taking control of things. We're starting off with the King of Wands. King of Wands means that you are really taking responsibility within your life. You are telling yourself that you are capable, you're making the decisions that need to be made, you're not relying on anybody else to do this. Like, you are the one that, you're taking the initiative. This is important. So it's like saying what needs to be said, doing what needs to be done, and knowing that you are the one that you need to rely on because you are the one that's responsible, you're holding yourself accountable, all that good stuff. Getting things done. Could be something that you're managing. Could also be something that you're taking a step back from. It seems like there are certain moves that you need to make, and maybe part of this is also making sure that there's a balance between doing and also resting, and like, what do I need for myself? So you may be like resting your mind in some way, or there's a break that you're going to be taking. King of Wands can also be someone that is like expected to do a lot of things. Like, you have a lot going on, you're in charge of a lot of stuff, like a lot of people are relying on you. To have the Four of Swords, you may be in a space where you're like, I'm going to take a vacation from all of that stuff. I need to focus on myself and my happiness, the things that bring me joy within my life and fulfillment. So you may be getting used to this, adjusting to this, to taking some time to breathe and to relax. Maybe stepping into a more creative energy as well. Yeah, something is coming to an end for you, but it's making space. So there's an ending that's here. That Ten of Swords is like, sometimes it can be on the scale where it's like, this is really painful, I feel like my heart is being pulled out of my chest. Sometimes Ten of Swords can be like, it's really difficult for me to do this, but I just need to get it done. Like, this thing, it doesn't need to continue, or like it's not meant to last as long as it's been lasting. Or yeah, finding what you need to be able to rebound from this. What Temperance says is that this may be uncomfortable and it may be painful, and it could be, it's like you needing to assert yourself in a way where maybe it would be easier if things would just fall into place, but I'm seeing you be in a spot where it's like, I have to be the one to take action to do this, but after I take action, I get to have time to rest, and while I'm in this rest period, I'm going to have time to deal with kind of like the outcome of how things came to land in the way that they have. Can be a work thing for some of you. I'm looking at the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. This is like, it hasn't been the easiest ending and I need time to deal with that, but I'm seeing like this vacation or this like pause that you're having is going to give you that time that you need. To deal with this, there's something that you're dealing with, working through, adjusting to, also with Temperance. This can also be like, Ten of Swords can be something that was really taking up a lot of space mentally for you that now you're putting to rest as well. So just finally being in a space where you're like, no, I just need to do this. I need to get this over with. Like, this has been living rent-free in my head and I need that space for other things right now. So yeah, if you haven't stepped into this position of being like, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm going to do it, I'm going to get it done, this is what's being suggested for you right now. And to also have that balance of, after you go and exert yourself in that way, make sure that you also have something to come back to that's relaxing for you. I'm seeing the balance of this polarity be important. So you go out and do what needs to be done, then you have this rest that you connect with. I'm hearing Libra. May have a significant Libra placement in your chart. Maybe something about harmony, conflict coming up for you. You're investing in yourself. And that seems like the biggest deal right now about what you're doing. There may be a message that you need to send or something that needs to be articulated. Oof. What is this? You taking the initiative, you sending a message, but there may be fear of how this is going to be received. I'm seeing you be like, worst case scenario, it's going to end like this. There's like definitely some fear surrounding this. But I'm also seeing that this is giving you the opportunity to heal something as well. It seems like something needs to end because it's no longer part of your purpose, or it's no longer connected with your purpose, or you've kind of like finished that trial and now it's time for you to be doing something else. Because I'm seeing another goal actually that you have in mind that you're like, this is the thing for me now. But yeah, there may be something mentally or conversation wise that's difficult to get done. Like, if you're leaving somewhere, if you're ending something, or you're like, I'm not going to be doing this any longer, I'm seeing you definitely be like, I don't know how this is going to be received, and feeling worried about that. But it's also something where you just need to focus on what you're doing and be like, my feelings, my responsibility, that person's feelings and response, their responsibility. Because yeah, somebody may not receive well, or like not understand. I just want to look at this. I'm feeling a very specific energy, but I just want to keep this applicable to everybody. It seems like doing what needs to be done now is going to help you rest later. I'm seeing a message that needs to be sent to someone, that you may be in a space where you're hopeful that they're going to like take this in stride. However, 5 of Swords and 10 of Swords is like somebody does not take this message or this news well. But I'm seeing that there's like an opportunity to, something about you being reconnected with your purpose after this. So even though it may be really hard to get through this ending, or like to make things happen in this way, 5 of Swords can be somebody not being understanding, like, hey, I need to do this for myself. And someone's like, for yourself, you know? And like, because of the way that they respond, it may be difficult. But then I'm seeing us end over here with the Star, which means you being in a space where you're like, I feel like this solidifies something, and that I really am in my purpose, that I'm doing this. So I'm not seeing you regret making this decision at all. I'm seeing you, if anything, feel more fortified through this choice, even though it's a difficult thing. But you may have been hesitant because you may have known that somebody wasn't going to take this well. Like, you may have sort of felt this coming. You may also feel like what you're moving on to next is going to be more lucrative for you as well. I'm looking at Sagittarius and Aquarius here. Something that you're juggling or working out when it comes to resources, finances, stability, home, things within the 3D for you. You feel, I'm seeing some more stuff come through. You feel that in order for you to really like take charge and take hold of your life, it is going to help you to have time to rest. This Four of Swords is being like, hey, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. Hey, I need a break for myself. Hey, I need to do this that's going to be connected with my self-care. And so from this space, like, you may be reaching out to somebody and being like, this is what I need, but they may have a different idea of what they need from you. And so again, I'm seeing there be this kind of like tension and something coming to an end. But it's all working out. But you may be like, you're going to be committing to something else, it seems. So yeah, just know this is being confirmed. If this reading is resonating with you, you are going to make a decision or do something or say something to someone, inform them of something, and it may not be taken well, but I'm seeing again that this is just a hard thing that you're going through right now. And you come out of this being like, this was definitely what needed to be done. So I'm seeing you be very, very solid on this. This is not something that you go through and you're like, wow, I should have done it a different way, or I shouldn't have done that, or like I really made the wrong choice. This is something where you are right on track. It just may be like kind of difficult to do this, but I'm seeing again, this like fortifies you in something where you were like, no, I feel even more reassured that I'm connected with my purpose right now. And like this thing did need to come to an end. So even though it's difficult, you're like getting this out of the way. It's like, what I'm seeing is your guides. I just hope that this isn't so deterrent, because like I want this to be hopeful for you. It's like suffering is just a necessary thing that's going to be part of this. However, you're going to come out like this. And this is you being like, I'm in my purpose right now, and I feel more reassured of that than ever, even though I just went through something that was very challenging for me, especially mentally. And I will say this too, because I was hearing Libra before. When I think of Libra and I see this, I think about how much we can like to avoid confrontation. Those of us with Libra placements, also like depending how it's aspected and all of that, but just when I think about the archetype of Libra, Libra is like, let's cause the least amount of waves possible, and like caring that you want to be perceived in a particular light. Archetypally speaking. And so this may have been something that was challenging, because you could have been challenging the status quo, or like, I'm taking control, because this is a very assertive energy of you being like, this is the way that it's going to be, okay? And so like that may be a bit uncomfortable for you, but I'm seeing it be very necessary for you. Like, it has come time for you to step up, and that's why this is so important for you, Virgo. Okay, we're actually going to leave it here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.